Hello everyone, hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we're going to be talking about the new iPhone 17 lineup that was just announced. Apple just got done wrapping up their annual iPhone event, and they have announced a good amount of new hardware along with the release date of iOS 26. So I'm personally more biased towards the Pro iPhone, so we're going to talk a little bit about the iPhone 17 Pros. The new iPhone 17 Pro and iPhone 17 Pro Max comes in features a new A19 Pro chip with new thermal management using a vapor chamber. The official color names are Cosmic Orange, Deep Blue, and Silver. The front camera features center stage and ups the resolution to 18 megapixels. The three rear cameras are now all 48 megapixels. Digital zoom now goes up to times 48. On the video side, the iPhone 17 Pro adds ProRes RAW capture and Genlock support. Storage options now start at 256 gigabytes, and yes, unfortunately the price has gone up by $100. Poor times we're in. Everything is getting more and more expensive, but hey, look at the bright side. You're getting more base storage. The 17 Pro Max now includes a first ever whopping 2 terabytes of storage. I don't even want to know how much that would cost. Pre-orders start Friday ahead of launch on September 19th. So right now we don't know too much about these new iPhones other than the announcement, what they look like, the new colors, the pricing, storage options. The next interesting iPhone that was announced today, the iPhone Air. The thinnest iPhone ever. Now, a lot of rumors were suggesting it was going to be 5.5 millimeters, which is extremely dangerously thin, but it turns out that it's actually just slightly thicker than that at 5.6 millimeters. The iPhone Air literally is as thin as a slab of cardboard. Our phones are now as thin as cardboard. I've been saying this years ago, that these phones keep getting thinner ever since the iPhone 6 came out and had the bending problem, but I'm saying these phones are going to be as thin as cardboard. Well, we're in a time where it is official. It's thin as cardboard. I'm wondering if there's going to be a return of the bend gate with the new iPhone Air. We haven't had a bend gate problem since the iPhone 6 Plus came out many years ago, I believe in 2014, 2015. But the iPhone Air is made of titanium. Meanwhile, for some reason, the iPhone Pros, 17 Pros, have gone back to an aluminum unibody design. Still looks good. I feel like titanium is mostly just marketing gimmicks, so I don't really care if they went back to aluminum for their top tier phones. Aluminum is lighter anyway. So despite the iPhone Air being ultra razor thin, they still claim that it has all-day battery life. It is now eSIM only worldwide, so it looks like we are being pushed more and more into eSIM, which again I have no problem with. The less waste the better. It now features dual capture video to record yourself and the rear camera at the same time. Where have I seen this before? Dual camera recording is definitely not anything new. You've been able to do this on phones as old as a Galaxy S4 or Galaxy S5, but it's nice to have this feature finally baked in. New center stage, front-facing camera, 48 megapixel fusion camera system, 24 megapixel for default photos. It features a new C1X for cellular connectivity, up to twice as fast as C1, and it uses 30% less energy. Great for an ultra-thin phone with a significantly smaller battery. Need to be as power efficient as possible. It also has an all-new Apple-designed N1 chip that powers Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Very interesting. Apple is going more and more in-house with all of their hardware so they can rely less and less on other companies, and then they will have more control over every aspect of the OS and the hardware. Interested to see how this will plan out. It is powered by the A19 Pro, MacBook levels of compute in an iPhone. 6.5-inch display with ProMotion, 120 Hz, Ceramic Shield 2. Ceramic Shield has proven to be pretty durable, so I'm wondering how Ceramic Shield 2 is going to work, especially on this razor thin bad boy. Made from titanium, more durable than any previous iPhone. I wonder how well that's going to hold up. Pro iPhone models have also been made with titanium, but they were noticeably thicker. So I'm wondering if they're using more titanium, if it's going to be an all titanium body, or if it's only going to be the outer frame. We'll have to wait and see, folks. iPhone Air is available in space black, cloud white, light gold, and sky blue. So this is what the iPhone Air officially looks like. Looks pretty cool. Singular camera with a pill-shaped camera bar on the back, kind of reminiscent of the Google Pixel camera design. Still has the same dynamic island cutout. It hasn't shrunk at all. Always on display, down to 1 Hz, 3 3000 nit peak outdoor brightness. The official release date of iOS 26 is September 15th, so mark your calendars, even though your phone's probably going to automatically check for the update anyway. Every iPhone is supported all the way back to the iPhone 11, iPhone SE second generation. Unfortunately, the iPhone XS, XS Max, and iPhone XR are no longer supported despite being supported with iOS 18. Now let's talk about the slightly less exciting standard iPhone 17. Now finally has a 120 FPS display, standard A9 chip, upgraded cameras, and more. So the new entry-level iPhone 17 has an upgraded display, better front and rear cameras, same $799 price point as the iPhone 16. It has a slightly larger 6.3-inch display. The A9 CPU features a 6-core design. GPU performance has also been improved. Apple says it is 20% faster than its predecessor. It has improved brightness up to 3000 nits, anti-reflective coating, and it also has Ceramic Shield 2. Claims to deliver up to 8 hours of video watch time on a single charge. The selfie camera has been improved. That is twice as large, and the sensor is now optimized to take selfies in any orientation. So now you can finally take landscape selfies without the phone actually being in landscape. I don't know why this wasn't an option years ago. It is called Center Stage. The rear-facing camera still has 2 camera lenses. However, the ultra-wide is now a higher resolution 48 megapixel sensor. The colors involve black, white, mist blue, sage, and lavender. The starting storage for the iPhone 17 is now 256 gigabytes, which is a little bit weird how the price point hasn't increased. It's still $799, but the storage starts at 256 gigabytes. Whereas the starting storage on the Pro iPhones now also start at 256, but it's $100 more. So that wraps up this new iPhone 17 rollout. The iPhone Air has also just been called iPhone Air, so apparently the iPhone Air is going to be its own subcategory of iPhone. So moving forward, depending on the popularity of this new iPhone Air, we will most likely see an iPhone Air 2, iPhone Air 3. So far, that wraps up this initial announcement of the new iPhone 17 series. Stay tuned for more coverage on this topic. And as always, have a lovely day.